Dude, I felt bad for that guy. That dude was under duress the entire game. I mean, just getting his head kicked in.
Yeah, it was completely something else. Let's see.
And if not for a cheap shot, I believe, well, maybe not, but a cheap shot by the Patriots. Who knows what happens in that Bills game?
Well, that
was an incredibly cheap shot.
To the quarterback, Allen.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that was bad. Yeah. I mean, that dude's getting fined today, I'm sure.
I'm sorry. I know if that was Brady at quarterback, the guy wouldn't be in the game.
Yeah.
There's no time of maybe we need to, some things we review, some we don't. Like there's audio of a guy from the Dolphins who just wraps up Brady, doesn't take him to the ground, and the referee is saying, up easy, up easy, up easy, and he just wraps him up. And this guy, I mean, yes, he definitely should have been kicked out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but their defense, the Patriots defense, interception, and also wanted to end the game, but also the blocked punt. That's what helps New England win that game.
Yeah. Both
defenses very good for the Bills and the Patriots. The under for that was actually 42. The final score was 16-6. 16-10. The Bears, like we said, they won 16-6. It was a crazy amount as far as action goes. It was crazy, especially for the public bettors. And we mentioned this quite a bit. There's public and there's pros. Public usually bets the favorites, meaning they'll give up the points. Pros will look for the advantage majority of the time of taking the points. Sometimes public and the pros are on the same, but rarely are they. So only three favorites covered yesterday. The Giants, the Chargers, the Seahawks, and the Bears. Sorry, 4. I was right the first time. So far for the season, underdogs are 38-23 against the spread. So keep this in mind. If a bettor put $100 on every single dog so far, 1/4 of the way through the NFL season, they'd be up over $1,200.
Think about that, investment people.
There's bound to be some regression. You just need to find what week it is. I don't know where it is. I honestly thought this. If you looked at this,
what happened with Financial Friday, Tiffany? I miss her.
Oh, we'll check in with that. If you look at this week should have been the week that, in my opinion, that it comes back to the means. I mean, just to give you an example, the Colts, -7, I think even moved down to 6.5, 6 against the Raiders. The Raiders who are on the road and then also facing a trip to London.
Game?
Down 14-0 early. Same thing with the Rams. Down 21-0 to Tampa Bay at home before they even scored their first touchdown.
They got housed.
55-40.
What is going on?
Jared Goff's not a good quarterback. Todd Gurley doesn't touch the ball.
There you go. The Super Bowl hangover. That's what I'm telling you, man. You lose the Super Bowl, it's something mystical, Jay, unless you're a Patriot. I'm telling you, man. Look at that. It's insane. The team's full of talent. But Jared Goff's not that good.
For Tampa Bay, we mentioned him last week, Shaq Barrett, still on a tear. He's now at 9 sacks on the season. He also added an interception yesterday. This is the guy that left the Broncos at the time. It only had 3 sacks in his time in Denver. I don't know if Denver... Well, I don't know. Denver hasn't recorded a sack, but he's got 8. He hit his $10,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Now he's got 9 on the year. He's on pace with Mark Gastineau. Yeah. So, but going back to that, the against the spread, the dogs has been crazy. So if you're looking at tonight's game,
was it Gastineau has the record, or is it Michael Strahan?
Michael Strahan has the record. He sacked Brett Favre on the would be maybe not, who knows type of thing.
No, it was the Favre giving him a
Okay, and just to give you a heads up where this is, when we talked about public and pros. The public sees the 2 names of the teams and sides with the more historic franchise at home laying a short spread. So that being said, the public is on the Steelers tonight. This line opened up with the Steelers at 4.5-point favorites. So majority of the bets are laying the points from the public, but the line has tumbled down to 3.5. Some books even to 3. This is a big reverse line movement from the pros. So the pros got down hard on Cincy and the points, and has created liability for the books and forced them to adjust the number in the road dogs' favor. So, the story is here. What we've been seeing is trending wise. Is take the points night and the road dog.
Yeah, and Bon Voyage, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got some baseball talk. Yep. I think tomorrow's going to be more of our baseball show because our first game of the wild card starts tomorrow. So we got to do our postseason predictions, including awards tomorrow. But we can definitely talk about that.
So out there, if you didn't know, Joe Madden has agreed to part ways with the Cubs. Mutual agreement, I guess. Mm-hmm. Just a nice way of saying, hey, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We're done. It's time for the split. But, I mean, the Cubs almost did it. They almost pulled off that season-ending sweep.
Well, congratulations to the NL Central Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers for making it in the wild card. Cardinals will play the Atlanta Braves. Brewers have the Nationals, and they have to face Max Scherzer, so they have a one-game playoff game just to get in.
So the Brewers are done.
Brewers are in trouble.
So Cub fans, let's all get together here. We would have had to play Max Scherzer. Mm-hmm. We would have lost.
That game will be on Wednesday. Tuesday night's game is the Tampa Bay Rays at the Oakland Athletics.
Or we would have had the Braves in it's a 7-game series, right?
It's a 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
It goes 5-7-7. And then, so the winner of Milwaukee, Washington.
Who's the one game playing on the American League?
Tampa Bay and the A's. That'll be tomorrow night.
Go A's.
Go A's. Winner of that faces Houston. And the Twins and the Yankees start on Friday night. Friday, Saturday, Monday in Minneapolis. I'm looking at Friday mid-afternoon probably for that game.
Yeah.
For the Twins-Yankees game, there'll be 3 that day. And then hopefully, I don't know, Saturday. Saturday, Iowa's at Michigan. We get to talk about that as well, an Iowa game. And then
all kinds of fun stuff to talk about.
Twins and the Yankees on Saturday. I have a softball tournament to coach in for a little bit, so.
We got a tale of two cities when it comes to our weekly pick sixes.
Oh, yeah.
Tale of two cities, so yeah.
Weekly picks there's something else. All right, so.
We'll get back and do that, right?
Yeah, first, Iowa beat Middle Tennessee 48-3. Some things that are to keep in mind. They kept their streak going of scoring in every quarter so far this season. So 16 straight quarters they've scored in. Good for them. They had 644 yards total offense. This is the most in the Ferentz era. The previous best was 613 versus Minnesota in 2005. Iowa's 351 rushing yards ranked 4th in the Ferentz era. Nate Stanley made his 30th consecutive start at quarterback. The only other players in school history with 30 or more, Chuck Long, Matt Sherman, Matt Rogers. He's 21-9 in 30 starts. Stanley has improved to 11-0 all-time in non-conference opponents, 9-0 in the regular season, 2-0 in bowl games. I can go on and on about him. He's got tons of stats. He just keeps adding it on. Keith Duncan kicked a career-long 49-yarder in Iowa's second possession. He also connected on a 42-yarder. Torrin Young rushed for a career-high 131 yards, his first 100-yard rushing game. 3 Hawkeyes scored their first career touchdowns. Fullback Brady Ross, wide receiver Amir Smith-Marset, and quarterback Spencer Petras on a QB keep. So
Future's looking good, man. With Petras and Goodson.
Yes, 100%. And they say,
I mean, Hawks are reloading next year. I don't feel like it's a rebuild. It's a reload.
Nothing too crazy in college across the board as far as games. Anyone getting upset?
Oh, you see your boy Clemson Carl. We almost get beat. God, he's such a little whiny little puke.
He got. I had to stop reading. He was upset about something. He called Georgia fake. He was getting in on Twitter on something, and I just was like, I can't. Kansas State lost to Oklahoma State, but they weren't favored, so no one else really dropped anywhere. USC was 21, but they played at number 17, Washington. Michigan won 52-0 at Rutgers. I think they move up to 19, and I think, and we'll double check. I honestly did not look. I didn't look at any lines. I think I heard that Michigan's -7 at 11 o'clock kickoff.
Take Iowa plus the points all day.
Yeah, but speaking of lines, let's take a break and come back and recap our pick six and the games from all over.
All right, everybody. Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in Iowa, nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It served the fine community of Davenport since 1992. They have so many great beers like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, or the oh-so-popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. You can check out all their specials at their Facebook page or visit the webpage www.frontstreetbrew.com. Remember, the tap room is open right now in the Freight House Complex, so get on down and try some of that delicious beer from Front Street Brewery.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey hunters, time to get ready for fall hunting season. Get your hunting gear, arrows, and bow tuned up at R&R Sports in Bettendorf. Try out a new bow or crossbow on their new indoor range before you buy it. Bows from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and PSE are in stock. Crossbows from Raven and PSE. Maybe it's new guns and ammunition you want. Shop guns from Benelli, Stoger, Franchi, Springfield, Ruger, and Remington. For fishing, R&R Sports has it all, including live bait, minnows, and crawlers. Their bait is guaranteed to catch fish or die trying. Online at rnrsportsinc.com. ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad City sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
The experts at Helitech know that a sinking foundation is a serious problem. Uneven floors, separated baseboards, windows, or doors that stick can all be signs of significant structural damage that needs to be addressed. Call the foundation repair experts at Helitech to get your free estimate today. If you don't address your foundation issues, they will lead to more serious issues, such as bowed walls, water damage, and even structural collapse. As your hometown foundation repair contractor for over 30 years, Helitech uses industry-leading solutions to repair your sinking foundation. Your home is the largest investment you will typically make. Who better to trust with your family's home than Helitech? They healed my home, they'll heal yours too. Helitech.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Sensitivity, understanding, and a tradition of kindness and caring. It's so important when a family loses a loved one. Call on us, Wheeland Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, for all your service needs. You have our single-minded attention to every detail. With a range of choices and services available, our professionalism, and our deepest sympathy. Wheeland Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Whatever bridge you get stuck on, stick with us. The Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170.
Just some score updates for you, brought to you by Harrington's Pub. We have the postseason set up for Major League Baseball tomorrow night. The Rays at the Athletics in the AL wildcard game. The Brewers at the Nationals in the National League wildcard game. On Thursday, Cardinals at Braves in the National League Divisional Series. And the winner of that National League, wildcard game in the National League, it will be at LA, which I'm just looking at right now, and that doesn't seem too fair. That you have to travel the very next day and play? I mean, I guess you do it in baseball all the time. It just... If the American League won, why wouldn't you just vice versa? Oh, well. Pete Alonso hit his 52nd home run? 53rd home run, breaking the rookie record, Major League Baseball rookie record, formerly owned by Aaron Judge. So good for him. Good congratulations to the polar bear. Dude, he looks old. He looks old.
Who?
What?
Who?
What do you mean who? Pete
He looks
Alonso.
old, the polar bear?
Yeah. Around the NFL, Tennessee beat Atlanta 24-10. Tennessee covered the spread. Obviously, they were getting points. They were road dogs. They had more yards per play. Their third down percentage they won that 46-36. Atlanta just churned away more raw yardage, but they played from behind all day. Didn't look too good for him, not surprised. New England beat Buffalo 16-10. Tom Brady 18 of 39, 150 yards. Josh Allen 13 of 28, 153 yards. They won the turnover battle for the Patriots. They won 4-1, and the third down conversion rating. And that blocked punt really helped. Both are very good defenses. Both are probably 1, 2, or 3 in some fantasy form or another. The Bears beat the Minnesota Vikings 16-6. Chase Daniel came in for an injured Mitchell Trubisky, went 22-30, 195 yards, and 1 touchdown. Oakland on the road beat Indianapolis Colts 31-24. Derek Carr, an efficient 21-31 for 189 yards. Jacoby Brissett, 24 for 46. That's the problem right there. When you're just barely over 52%, 265 yards and 3 TDs. Seattle beat Arizona 27-10. Russell Wilson, efficient, 22-28, 240 yards, 1 touchdown. Kyler Murray, 22-32, 241 yards. Gardner Minshew brings Jacksonville down back to kick a field goal as the time expires to beat Denver in Denver, despite Flacco throwing for 3 touchdowns and 303 yards. Kansas City, 34-30. Patrick Mahomes, 315 yards, no TDs. 0. Zip, zilch, none. Crazy. Carolina beat Houston. Kyle Allen, now undefeated as Carolina quarterback. And they were all over D-Dub in this game. He's in some trouble. Obviously, he's been hit a lot. He doesn't get hit as much as Kyler Murray, but an awful lot. I believe he's on 18 sacks on the year so far. Chargers beat Miami 30-10. New Orleans beat the Cowboys 12-10.
Ugh.
It's the first time New Orleans has won at home without a quarterback named Breeze as a starter since like 2004. Giants, Danny Dimes, 23 of 31, 225 yards, 24-3, beat the Redskins.
Danny Dimes.
Tampa Bay 55, Rams 40. Cleveland 40, Baltimore Ravens 25. Baker Mayfield all over the place. It's crazy. Some numbers from the NFL this weekend. Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald snatched his 1,326 career catch, moving past Tony Gonzalez for second place all-time behind Jerry Rice. Frank Gore became just the 4th player in NFL history to reach 15,000 career rushing yards. The 3 players ahead of him, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, and Emmitt Smith. Tom Brady won his 16th game in Buffalo since 2001. That's 2 more wins than any Bills quarterback has there in that time span. Drew Bledsoe and Tyrod Taylor are second with 14. After 4 weeks, every team in the AFC South is 2-2. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that has happened going into Week 5. 14 fumbles so far in 13 games going on into the season. And like I said earlier, in his team's 12-10 win over the Cowboys, Teddy Bridgewater became the first Saints QB not named Drew Brees to win a game in the Super Bowl since December 26, 2014. Remember when I mentioned that D-Dub was run all over the place, but Kyler Murray is getting hit too? Yeah, he's on pace to be sacked 80 times this year. It should break the all-time record set by David Carr in 2002. Patrick Mahomes failed to throw a TD pass for just the 3rd time in his career. And that's the crazy numbers in the NFL. The other numbers, like we told you, only 4 teams' favorites covered yesterday. The most heavily bet games were the Patriots, Chiefs, and Cowboys. Not one of them covered. Giants, Chargers, Seahawks, and Bears are all the ones that covered their games. So
I don't. Yeah, Dallas is -3. I think even if that game goes, there was a couple in that game. There was 2 costly turnovers. The one at the end of the half where Zeke was going for it on 4th and 1 and fumbled the ball. He had the first down. Yeah, I'm a fanboy, so I didn't think he fumbled, Jay. I thought his elbow was down before the ball came loose.
His elbow was down. Here's what's going on. I think we're just getting confused again because now the referees, they don't blow the whistle. How many times did you see a pass that was borderline behind the line of scrimmage or maybe at the line of scrimmage or whatever else? And I at least saw it twice. And I didn't see every single game. The defender picked it up, ran 75 yards. No whistle was blown just to have the referees go, bring it back. They're just not. I think they're afraid to call things.
And then that Chiefs game, that game-winning touchdown, I could see the guy's knee down before he crossed the line. Before that big goal lineman pushed him from behind, he was bent. The guy stood him up at the line, and then his knee went down. I don't know how they didn't see. I'm not the only one that didn't see that.
No, I honestly think these.
And then the Witten turnover, when they had a nice drive going, Witten had some good yardage, and the guy punched out from behind. Those two things right there. But I liked that the Clapper went for it on the 4th and 1. I thought it was the right call. But that led to a field goal. So you take that away, Dallas wins. Doesn't cover the spread, but they win. But either way, they didn't look all that great. They didn't look all that bad. The defense looked fine, but it says something about the Saints' defense. It's very good.
It's good. I mean,
their secondary is very good. But yeah, there were so many things that happened. I don't know. Maybe my rankings overreact this week. I don't know. We'll see. They're quite a bit different. We've had some people drop out of the top spot. I had 3 teams drop out of the top 14. Yeah.
Let's look at our pick 6. And I do need to look up on Facebook. I made a post. We're giving away 2 tickets to the Brett Michaels Hometown Hero Tour for our NFL Pick 6. So thank you for everyone left comments in the Don't Hassle Us for Local Facebook page. They left comments on the Pick 6 and then the total on Sunday Night Game. I'll weed that out later on today and take a look at that. But the power rankings we need to get to, and we're going to allude into that after we look at the NFL Pick 6 because week 2, the next week's measurement of the Pick 6 is going to see if something holds up. But how'd the NFL go? I mean, how'd the NCAA go?
NCAA. Jaybird 3-3. T-Roy 5-1.
Let me tell you.
So I took Notre Dame. Jay did not.
Yeah.
I took Washington. Jay did not. We both took Ohio State. I hope there's some Nebraska fan listening right now.
Jeez,
we both
Murphy.
took Wisconsin.
Remember when Martinez was a Heisman hopeful? He was 8 for 17 with 47 yards.
Yeah, he's real good.
All right, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, we both took Baylor.
Yeah,
we won that.
Iowa State was playing from behind from the get go,
and then we both are on
made
the
a game out of it. Yeah, and the Hawks were covering spread in the second quarter.
Yeah,
and what did Rosso say? Good teams cover spread when they're supposed to. Beat the teams they're supposed to. And this was one that they had to. And this is the type of game that, not offensive number wise, because that's not the Kirk Ferentz type of way, but when you say it's a trap game, it's so hard to ever pick out in a lineup a trap game for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Right.
Because he always has them prepared week for week.
Yeah. No,
just win the week. Don't think ahead. Don't think of anything else. It's just go 1-0 for the week.
And then getting to the pros, Jay. Like I said, a tale of two cities. T-Roy 5-1 in the NCAA, but Jaybird 6-0.
That's
in
right.
NFL using the T-Roy power rankings.
So, like I said,
if I'd used my own power rankings,
there's talking heads all over, and you can read all the stuff and power rankings and who says what. And by Friday, I was upset about the Packers because I had listened to something that Kyle Brand had said on the Bill Simmons podcast, and I was like, this makes sense. Makes sense that the Packers, where am I at here? Aaron Rodgers, thank you. Didn't take any snaps in preseason, and those first 3 games were like preseason for him. So now this offense is going to be moving in LaFleur's new system. And I got really frustrated coming in by their performance against the Eagles, who I know had been hurt, but it's still at home. So last week we did the T-Roy's power rankings. So what I did was we weighted them, and I know there has to be some tweaking, but we tiered them, and I gave them points. And I said, there's all these people out there that have writers for them. Then they go on radio shows, podcasts, TV, and they just spit out stuff. And I don't know if it's them or not, but I said, I do know T-Roy, and I know his power rankings, and he's right here, and I know he wrote them. So I used his power rankings to do a tier system and used it against who we had for the pick 6, and I went 6-0. So go through them again.
The new power rankings?
No, go through the,
go
the
through the
NFL
games?
real quick, yeah.
Well, Jay took the Browns.
Browns at Ravens. It
Yep.
was 7, right?
Yeah, we both took that one. You took the Raiders. I took the Colts. You got that right.
I had to follow the power. I did not. If you had gun to head, I wouldn't have taken that, but I followed the power rankings.
Redskins. I took the Redskins. You took the Giants. You won that.
Yes.
We both took the Bills plus the points. We both took the
Again,
Bears.
gun to head, I wouldn't have taken that one. The Bills are impressing me. I've been lukewarm on the Bills
Right.
this entire time, and I'm still not the biggest Josh Allen fan, to be honest with you. It just seems when he has to go up against a big opponent, he doesn't do the best that he can do. I mean, he was 13 of 28 for 153 yards. So, but still, the Bills maintained in there, and if it really wasn't for the turnovers and that blocked punt, it'd be a different story. What do you have after the Bill? What do we have after the Bills?
We're both on the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took Dallas. She took the Saints.
Yeah, and reluctantly there too, but I followed the power rankings. The Bears, the defense is good. We can hold off on the comparison to the 85 Bears talk.
Yeah.
But it is good. They looked really, really sharp. And, I mean, Kirk Cousins looked scared as can be back there.
Yeah.
All right. So, which one do you want to do first? The power rankings or?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do your power rankings, then we'll take our break and we'll do our guess the lines. All right. So let me hear hold on. Let me hear your power rankings in just 1 second if I can get this loaded up here.
I just love the music.
Yeah, no, I'll get better at this. Should have this already. All right. So this will be going into week 5. T-Roy's NFL Power Rankings. If I can recap off the top of my head, last week you had Patriots at 1.
Yep.
Kansas City at 2.
Dallas at 2.
Dallas at 2. Kansas City at 3.
Rams at 3.
Rams at 3. Kansas City at 4.
Yep.
Packers at 5.
Yep.
That's your top 5. I can't do the rest of them. All right. So last week, that's where we had, one more time, Packers, Cowboys.
Patriots, Cowboys, Rams, Chiefs, Packers.
Okay. All right. Let's see the movements.
The movements.
T-Roy's
All right.
power rankings.
Number 1 does not change. They went on the road against a very good team and got the victory. The Patriots stay at 1, even though that was close. The Chiefs win by default. They move up to number 2. That was a game that they easily could have lost. I moved Dallas down to 3. They lost a tough game to the Saints. I don't think that said anything bad about the Cowboys. It just said more about the Saints than it did Dallas. A couple turnovers. Screw that up. The 49ers move up to 4. They had a bye week. They're still undefeated. As long as they're undefeated, Jay, they're going to be up there in my rankings. We'll see how they do. At 5. Moving all the way up from 12 last week.
Oh, no.
The Saints.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
They look good. When Breeze gets back, who knows? But they have a lot of weapons. I don't know how they lost to that Rams team. At 6, a tough loss at home. They actually ended up moving up from last week's rankings while losing, Jay. And that's your Buffalo Bills.
The Bills moved up to 6?
Yes. It was an impressive loss to me, Jay.
No such thing.
No such thing. At 7, coming all the way out from the top, probably the biggest move, 9 spots. Philadelphia Eagles winning on the road in Lambeau because the Packers can't run the ball, Erickson. Well, we'll see. I can't wait till Dallas beats
Trade
you,
for Gordon
but-
right now. Trade for him right now.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do it. Just. Yeah.
All right. Moving up from 11 to 8, the Monsters of the Midway, the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Another team moving up from 14 to 9, even though they lost, Jay. The Detroit Lions.
So the Bills and the Lions move up.
Yes. A lot of teams moved down. A lot of teams I was not impressed with. Okay?
Both at home. Both lost at home.
That's fine.
Okay.
Against very superior teams and playing very well. All right?
Yeah.
At 10, dropping to 10, to Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Dropping all the way from 3 to 11. The Los Angeles Rams.
You know they gave up big contracts to Gurley and Goff, right?
Yeah.
Like really big ones.
Well, they messed up somehow. Going up from 15 to 12, the Chargers. Still not sure who they are. And then popping all the way to 13 from 23. This is our biggest mover, actually, Jay.
All right.
The Cleveland Browns.
No.
Are they going to be is this the team they're going to be? If what they did to the Ravens, by the way, who's at 14? The Ravens are now at 14. Dropping all the way from 8. Dropping out of the rankings, Jay, were the Vikings, Colts, and Texans.
What was your last one?
The Ravens.
Oh, Ravens at 14?
Ravens at 14.
Okay.
All right. And then on the outside looking in, I got 15, 16, 17, and 18. I went up to 18 here.
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars at 15, Jay. It's Gardner Minshew. Who is this guy?
He's great. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying,
Now
who is this guy?
Now he's taking photos with Uncle Rico from
That's great.
Napoleon Dynamite.
The Vikings. Who is this Vikings team, by the way? I mean, if you can get any sort of pressure on Kirk Cousins, I don't know why they didn't run a hurry-up offense. That's what they should just run in their entire time, because that's the only way that guy can stay off his back.
The only real passes that I saw were any good, and I mean, he completed 27 of them, were the ones that flat to Dalvin Cook. That's how much, because if he handed it off to him, the Bears already hit Dalvin Cook, so the only way to get him the ball was to pass it in the flat.
That dude was on his back more than a hooker on prom night.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Vikings are at 16, the Colts at 17, and the Texans at 18. You can juggle those and flip them around. I could care less. Mm-hmm. Those are the T-Roy Power Rankings right now. Have at them what you will. Make fun of them. But like I said, sometimes, Jay, a loss is a good loss. But when you get blown out at home by Tampa Bay, that's not a good loss.
No.
I mean, that's not, what I'm saying. You're losing at home to the Patriots or the Chiefs, and you give the Chiefs everything that they could do. I'm impressed with these Lions, man.
I think, Brebner's saying, I don't know, I think he's talking to you on the Harrington's Facebook comments that said, so you're telling me the Browns are better than the Bears? No.
No.
Not by the rankings at all.
Not by the rankings at all, dude. The Bears are at 8. The Browns are at 13.
You actually have the Bears as the best in the ranked the highest out of all the NFC North.
Yes, I do. I feel right now this is what I'm thinking. They look better with Daniels than Biscuit. Maybe this gives Biscuit some time to study that offense and learn. I don't know, Jay. But they looked incredibly better with Daniels than Biscuit. And under the Nagy system, they were doing what they wanted against a very good Vikings defense. They didn't get in the end zone a lot, but they were moving the ball up and down the field. I'm just saying that's what I saw. I watched the whole game.
No, I for some reason when he got hurt, I in my head it was just this. Watch what's going to happen here. It's just one of those things that you kind of.
Well, then you're telling me in this. I thought the Rams had this great defense. I mean, that's 55 points, man. That's insane, Jay.
Yeah, well,
insane. 55 points. They were. I mean, Tampa Bay should probably be up somewhere in this for me, but I don't know who they are yet. They lose at home and win on the road. If not for a lucky missed field goal, maybe they are in my rankings.
Combined 95 points, combined 154 plays, 63 first downs, 982 yards, and 25 penalties in that game.
Insane.
500 yards Jared Goff threw for. That's a little nuts.
No, I have it Bears, Lions, Packers, because right now, the Lions haven't faced the Packers yet. I think the Lions can beat them.
Yeah, we're quarter of the way through. We have to go back and look at our predictions where they were. So bring those in tomorrow as well.
I won't be here, remember?
Oh yeah. So then we'll do it on Thursday.
Now Dallas is right where I thought they'd be. I know that. I had them at 3-1. I had him at 3-1. I had him losing the Saints.
I thought you meant like in the power rankings. I was like, yeah, I know you're always going to have them.
No, but they're 3-1. That's where I thought they'd be now. They let one get away. It is what it is. It's the NFL.
Well, we have next week to look at.
Is this T-Ray's overreaction week?
No.
I don't know.
We have next week to look at.
I did hear one of the pundits say this is a week-to-week league, and I don't believe that's true. But I think that teams can make adjustments and improve week to week, and it can change your mind on how you feel about them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it certainly made me change my mind about the Eagles. Still not sure about the Seahawks. Probably should have them higher than the Texans. But
you know, there is a comment on there from Jeff Flaherty. It says you rank the Lions ahead of the pack. I don't, with the laughing, crying emoji. What? How do you say that? It doesn't matter. But their loss to the Chiefs is more impressive than the loss that the Packers have to Philly.
yeah,
And both teams were at home.
yeah,
So I can see that.
right. And they haven't faced each other yet. I'm saying I think the Lions look better than the Packers right now.
Yeah. All right. So
They have a better running game,
It is going into week 5. It's
and they have better receivers.
2-1-1 for Guess the Lines. 2-1-1. So next we got to take a break. When we come back, we have to do week 5 Guess the Lines.
All right.
So I feel good about this. I feel confident. I think
Attention pizza lovers, Jaybird.
Yeah. Love
If
it.
you want pizza, Vans Pizza and More is now open near the TBK Plex at the corners of Middle and Forest Grove Roads. They have outstanding daily specials like today's Mondays, 2 large, 2 toppings, and 2 liters of pop for $21.99, and also $7 boneless wings. All you have to do is call 563-232-1396, and they'll have that pizza hot and ready for you to pick up. Or if you live in Bettendorf, they can deliver. Delivery area is limited, so make sure you ask when you call. Once again, that's 563-232-1396. That's Vans Pizza and More, 5023 Competition Drive in Bettendorf.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
If you're running a business, how much should you invest in retaining your employees? First Midwest Bank has ideas. In today's tight labor market, keeping your employees is more important than ever. A First Midwest banker can help you determine what type of 401k plan to offer. At First Midwest Bank, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com.
Leaks, roaches, nooks, cranny, crevice, too. You've got those wet basement blues. Call the absolutely dry guy. Call the absolutely dry guy. Put that water back in its place. It's time to reclaim your living space when you call the absolutely dry guy. Or visit us online at absolutelydryguy.com. This was brought to you by Absolutely Dry Basement Waterproofing.
Hey hunters, time to get ready for fall hunting season. Get your hunting gear, arrows, and bow tuned up at R&R Sports in Bettendorf. Try out a new bow or crossbow on their new indoor range before you buy it. Bows from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and PSE are in stock. Crossbows from Raven and PSE. Maybe it's new guns and ammunition you want. Shop guns from Benelli, Stoger, Franchi, Springfield, Ruger, and Remington. For fishing, R&R Sports has it all, including live bait, minnows, and crawlers. Their bait is guaranteed to catch fish or die trying. Online at rnrsportsinc.com.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad City sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
Everyone loves a good 2-for-1 special. Donate to your local Ronald McDonald House charities, and your local McDonald's will double your donation up to $100,000. That's double the love and double the family served. Starting now, your local McDonald's will match your donation up to $100,000 when you give online or in store. It's that easy. What are you waiting for? Text Ronald to 50155 or head to your local McDonald's and give to the Ronald McDonald House charities.
Download the ESPN 1170 app today and listen to the Quad Cities' only local sports show from noon to 2. From anywhere in the world, we are the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
I just want to start out by saying, Jay, if I was as dumb and ugly as Erickson, I'd just kill myself.
I didn't say he was talking to you. I thought it was funny. I thought what he was saying on the Harrington's Facebook comment
thread. If I was as dumb and ugly as him, I'd just jump off the bridge.
Thought it was funny that I'd take...
Yeah, I can't wait to take
Adams
his money and
MVS
embarrass him this
Galladay
week.
and Jones any day. Dummy. I'm not saying he's talking to you. I thought
all they have
funny.
is Adams. All they have is Adams. Galladay is just as good as Adams.
Yeah,
if they had Aaron Rodgers thrown to him, which you're just wasting Aaron Rodgers there. So just have fun wasting a Hall of Fame quarterback that won Super Bowl.
You're not making any fans out there, any friends.
I don't care, Jay. I'm not here to make friends. Got plenty of them.
Taking a look at scores over the weekend, we have the Major League Baseball postseason set up and ready to go. American League wildcard game starts tomorrow night. Tampa Bay Rays at Athletics. Wednesday night, Brewers at Nationals. Iowa beat. They destroyed Middle Tennessee State over the weekend. That's Iowa's 11th non-conference straight non-conference game win since 2017 opener. The Hawkeyes are 4-0 for the 5th time under head coach Kirk Ferentz. And like I mentioned, the Hawkeyes have scored in every quarter this season. Not too much in shake-up in the top 25. Iowa stayed at 14 but gained a few points on number 13 Oregon at 3-1. They go to Michigan next week at 11 o'clock. That opened up at 7. It has moved to 6.5. The Sharps moved the line on Iowa. So that's it's good to see that the Sharps are on Iowa, because I'm guaranteeing it's not the public. Yesterday's score, Tennessee beat Atlanta 24-10. New England survived in Buffalo 16-10. The Bears just beat up the Vikings 16-6. The Colts lost to Oakland at home 31-24. Seattle beat Arizona in Arizona 27-10. Gardner Minshew led Jacksonville down the field to kick a last-second field goal to beat Denver 26-24. Kansas City beat Detroit Lions in Detroit 34-30. Patrick Mahomes 24-42, 315 yards, 0 TDs, only the 3rd time in his career he's not thrown a touchdown pass. Riverboat Ron, without Cam Newton, beat Houston Texans 16-10. Chargers did business, did work, and covered 30-10. They beat Miami Dolphins. Phillip Rivers 24-30, 310 yards, 2 TDs. Cowboys lost the Sunday night football game to New Orleans Saints 12-10. Giants beat the Washington. This is only the first time in Ezekiel Elliott's career that he hasn't rushed for at least 50 yards. I think he had like 36 or 37.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Dimes beat the Redskins 24-3.
What's saying Danny Dimes?
Tampa Bay Rays and the Rams put up 95 points total. Tampa Bay won that game 55-40. And Baker Mayfield and Freddie Kitchens walked into Baltimore, slapped John Harbaugh across the face, and beat him 40-25. So, we have some things to look at. What we got to do now is we have our weekly... Oh, real quick. I want to remind everybody that today is the last day to do any donations for Carson King and the Venmo. Our friend Raymond Reynolds...
Over $2 million, right?
Yeah, it's over $2 million. So keep that up. Keep going. Ray, our friend Ray Reynolds out of Nevada, Iowa, he put together that memorabilia that had the signed cards from Kirk Ferentz and Hayden Fry. They raised money. They put that in there as well, so that tripled it up too. I don't know. I forget how much money he's raised too as well, but that's nice that Carson King let him put his donation into there. So good job, everybody. Keep it up. You have till midnight tonight to put any donations. We all know the story. We all know all the other things that have gone on around there. We don't need to talk about that. We need to talk about fun things like guess the line, right? So let's see here. Ooh, yeah.
Time to play the game.
All right, guess the lines. brought to you by William Hill, Iowa, and the Isla Capri, downtown Bettendorf. Every week we take a look at the NFL games. We guess what the Vegas is going to put the odds at. T-Roy makes his guesses, I make mine. We see who's closer. Whoever's closer wins that game. So far in the year, I am 2 wins, 1 loss to T-Roy, and we have tied. So I won week 1 and 3, tied week 2. T-Roy killed me last week. I feel like this week I put way too much thought into it as well. Where Vegas is at, where they think the public money is going to come by. But I feel a little bit better. All right, so the Thursday night game.
It's going to be a good one, actually.
Todd Gurley is he's my spirit animal.
He is?
His quote after the game when they were talking about the Thursday night game in Seattle, the only thing he had to say was, "You guys know the way I feel about Thursday night games?" And they said, "What?" He said, "Dumbest thing ever." Love him. Love that quote. I mean, I'm gonna take that quote. It's going to be a bump on here. Dumbest thing ever. All right. So Rams at Seattle. Seattle has a road win last week against Arizona. Rams lost to Tampa Bay. The public's going to remember that. The public also loves to remember it. Think about the 12th man and when Seattle won the Super Bowl. Here's what I went. I think right now Seattle's the better team. And I gave them the 3 points for home. I just went Seattle -4.
I'm not sure who the better team is. I just went Seattle -3.
This is a strange one. I'm going to go by the NFL openers at the Westgate. It's a pick'em.
Wow.
Which is really surprising.
So I get that by default.
Yeah, you get that. You're closer.
Wow.
For those out there listening on Facebook and commenting, feel free to comment along with us what you think the spread's going to be.
I mean, seriously, what do you think of either one of these teams right now? I don't know what to think. I mean, there's a lot of talent there in both. The NFL's weird, man.
I know. And like we said, we mentioned that the dogs are covering at an incredible rate, and it's got to come back and change, but they're going to keep doing this because the public's going to go certain ways. I thought for sure the public would be more in Seattle, but everyone likes flashy stuff, and they know the LA Rams are in. The public knows the LA Rams are.
Yeah, Super Bowl. All right.
So they know they're going to get the people to bet on the Rams to win it. I don't know. Again, I feel like I overthought this entire week. So, give me the next game.
Next game, Arizona at Cincinnati. Arizona still winless. Cincinnati probably still winless after tonight. I would say I think the Steelers should win that game. I don't know who's worse here, Jay, so I just gave Cincinnati the old -3 at home.
Okay. I'm with you on the 3 at home. Went neutral field, figured out who's going to go where. I went 3.5 is where I'm at, -3.5. Cincinnati, I don't know. It's hard to say better losses.
Right.
So this is actually Cincinnati -4.5 is what this opened at.
So you get this one.
Yeah. Well, it actually moved down. It opened up at 4.5. It actually moved down to 4. But yeah, I got that one. All right, Buffalo at Tennessee. Tennessee beat the Falcons. That kind of win is you beat the Falcons. I don't know. I
don't know either.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, this is the Falcons team that played the Eagles and beat them.
Yeah, it's just
right.
So that doesn't
mean
mean
then they
much.
lose to Tennessee. It's crazy, man. The Falcons just another one of those. I don't know what's more impressive, a loss to New England or a win over the Falcons. I don't know. I gave
something doesn't seem right here. Yeah,
I think Buffalo's a better team, but then again, I don't know what's going to happen with their quarterback either. Hopefully, he can come back and play this week. But I had Tennessee -2.
Well, Tennessee to me will always be coached by Jeff Fisher.
Okay.
Right? So I just always think they're just meh. In Buffalo, that defense, I feel good about. Oddly enough, at the beginning of the hour, when I said that I was only lukewarm on the Buffalo Bills, I was wrong. I must be very highly in on Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
You have Tennessee favored, right?
Right.
I have the Bills minus 3.5 on the road favored.
Yeah.
Even without Josh Allen. But then again, Matt Barkley came in, threw a nice pass beginning, then threw an interception. You're right. Vegas has Tennessee favored at 2.5.
All right.
So either something came out about
If you look
Allen,
at my paper, though, I damn near favored Buffalo. I almost put Buffalo -1. But then I thought about it. Like, no.
I have no faith in Tennessee, but that AFC South is might as well, I don't know. 2-2 all the way across everybody there.
Right.
Which is about what we thought at the beginning of the year. Chicago is not as the road team, but they'll be playing in London. You know
this
what
is in London?
What we need, you know what we really need?
Man, I have to change my odds now.
Do we know anybody in London that we can that is a sports fan that we could call and talk to?
The Queen?
Well, that's not going to happen.
Let's call Meghan Markle.
What do you mean?
The princess. The American princess.
Oh, and to say, yeah, let us know, give us the scoop on the inside of in and outs of this game and what it's like. And
yeah, why not?
I don't know. This
We're
game
big
is
time
in
radio
London.
guys.
This guy is in.
Tell her we know Erickson.
Yeah, this game is in London. Yes. And
he's trolling me, by the way. He's been sending me tweets all week. Just so you know, Erickson, I see your stuff. I'm ignoring you.
All right, so Chicago at Oakland in London.
I think I might have not given
this home
enough.
game goes to back-to-back road games
I
for
might not
Oakland.
have given this enough. I thought it was in Oakland when I'm looking at it. I need to pay attention more. I gave Bears -6.
I gave Bears -6 also. This is,
All right,
I'm
we're
like, all
gonna
right,
push.
Minnesota is going to, looking at how they played Minnesota
Do
beat
you
them
know
up.
what Khalil Mack's going to do to this team?
Yes.
He's going to be so mad. What's the spread?
Oh, the spread? Okay, this opened up at the Westgate as the Bears -5.5.
All right.
And if I go to scores and odds, just to see any line changes or anything, it is only moved. As far as scores and odds, Westgate had opened up at 5.5. Scores and odds had opened up at 7. Sharps had moved all the way down to 5. But
All right.
yeah, that's about right. That's about where we said it should be. So
Yeah.
we're on to something there. Okay, Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
Oof.
So Tampa Bay's got 2
Tampa
wins
Bay
in
is
a row.
undefeated on the road. So you know.
Okay, Tampa Bay's undefeated on the road.
Lost 2 games at home. They lost to.
I don't care.
They lost the opener to.
They
somebody.
lost to the Giants.
They lost
and
to
Danny
the Giants
Dimes.
and
Yeah.
Danny Dimes.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. Don't
know-
make me say it.
You're close to it. And they just traveled across
They
country.
lost the Giants and Danny Doorknob. Okay.
Okay, that's a good one too. That is, yeah.
Calling him Danny Doorknob.
If he when he doesn't produce, you can call him Danny Doorknob. All right, Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
So they call the Giants quarterbacks the doorknobs. Everybody gets a turn.
That's not why they use that term, but okay.
Okay.
Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I went New Orleans at -4.5.
I went -6. Hoping that defense can shut down that vaunted passing game.
Quarterback whisperer.
Tell you what, it was a good day to have Jameis Winston on your lineup. Not a
Well,
good day to have Kirk Cousins in your lineup.
This game opened up at -5.5, but has brought down to 4. So I'm going to get this, even though you're close at 6.
Man.
The Sharps have hammered this down.
You Sharps.
So I get that one. Minnesota Vikings at the New York Giants. Here we go.
All right, Danny Doorknob has to face a real defense now, first off. So this is going to be fun. I got Minnesota -2.
I went higher. I'm not on Danny Dimes yet. It's fun to say, but I'm not saying he's the guy. But I went Minnesota -4.
And
let's see what this one is.
I feel we should have background music for this whole bit, by the way.
What did you do? What did you take again?
-2.
Well, you're off.
I'm off.
Yeah, this opened up at -6. Is now currently -5. Vikings -5 at the Giants.
So you get that. Huh.
Wow. All right.
Well, when you just see Kirk Cousins in the field position the entire game, you kind of
That's true. No,
kind of ruins your opinion of him.
God, it felt so bad for the guy.
Dude. And then they kept playing the what's that Pizza Ranch commercial he's in? They kept playing him in the Pizza Ranch commercial. I'm like, I just felt so bad for him again. Like, you're in a Pizza Ranch commercial. You're getting your head kicked in.
Yeah. All right, New York Jets at Philadelphia.
Oh, Bird. It's going to be a slaughter. The
Jets had a bye. Philly has the 10 days off, so not too much of a...
The kissing disease is not back yet. Philly's getting healthier. We look pretty good against the Pack. I got Philly -9 here.
Well, this is... All right. The kissing disease is questionable.
Yeah.
Trevor Siemian is out. There's no line movements. As far as the Westgate, there is no line. Scores and Odds does have a line. Tell me again what you have Philadelphia at.
-9.
It is -14.
Oh, my Lord.
I had -6.
I get it by default, but good Lord.
Dear Lord. That's right. That is a lot of points. This is a team that, I mean, week 2 when I said, this is going to make a difference between which team comes out of the AFC East outside of the Patriots. I had the Jets earlier in the year. I think I had them, when we look back at our...
The Bills had to come back win against them.
I think I had them I had the Jets at 8-8 making the playoffs, or 9-7 making the playoffs, but that's completely different now. Le'Veon Bell is probably questioning what he did.
I hope so.
Okay, Baltimore at Pittsburgh. The Ravens at Pittsburgh. So we're going to see what out of Mason Rudolph tonight. What he can do, what it is against the Bengals. I took the road. Even though Baltimore, at home, that was brutal. It really was brutal. I took Baltimore at -3.5 on the road. They're road favorites.
I took him as -2 on the road. I'm still not convinced that the Steelers are that bad yet. The defense is there. I like the defense. Just not sure.
All right. Well, this one opened up at 3.5. It's moved to 4.
Okay, so you get it.
I got it. And I think we're going to find out more about Mason Rudolph tonight. So we got it. If you like that line, get in on it. So, let's do one more and then take a break.
All right.
We'll do the New England at the Redskins. New England at the Redskins we need to find a line. Is Jay Gruden the first to get fired?
Yeah, I think he has to be.
They went Haskins.
Did you see?
Went Haskins.
Did you see the look on Keenan's
quarter?
face? You see the look on Keenan's face? He's like,
they were saying.
I don't think Haskins gave him a better opportunity to win that game.
No,
I don't know.
Not one bit. I think he's first to get fired right now.
Yeah, he might get fired yet this week. Would not be surprised.
I can't. The Riverboat Ron that saved his job. Bill O'Brien needs to be. His seat's getting warm in Houston. Looking here, Fuentes down in Miami. He's dealt a raw hand. I think they're going to write him out. No one else is going anywhere. Freddie Kitchens is fine. The win. Pete Carroll is going to go out on his own. He got him a Super Bowl, which is annoying.
Atlanta.
That's the only other one. Yeah, that's the only other one. All right, I got New England -14 at Washington.
I have them -15.
You are closer. You nailed it right on the head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Give me a star.
This opened up at -13, has moved all the way to -15. You nail it right on the head. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish out the rest of the noon games. Only 2 afternoon games on Sunday for the NFL. The Sunday night game and the Monday night game we still have to guess.
All right, everybody. Make all of your Sundays fun days at Pints with 250 20-ounce domestic drafts, $3 you call it, and live music from 6 to 9. Pints supplies the party, you supply the fun. A lot of partying left. But anyway, if we can do it next Sunday, we're going to have Brian Sco and then Sean Kistler, followed by Jordan Danielson on the 20th. And then on the 27th, it's a Packer-Chiefs showdown on Sunday Night Football, so we won't have any music at the end of October. And also, Monday through Friday, Pints offers Vans pizza free starting at 5 o'clock during happy hour. A little complimentary Vans pizza. So make sure you get on into Pints, 5268 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
This is Lobo from Lobo Salsa. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Cheer on Augustana Women's Volleyball at the Carver Center the final weekend of September as Co., Wartburg, and St. Mary's are part of the Viking Classic. Then it's homecoming week. Men's and women's cross country host the Brisman Invitational on Friday at Saukey Golf Course. First race at 4:30. Homecoming Saturday features the football Vikings battling Milliken at 1, followed by a soccer doubleheader against Carroll starting at 5. For complete game information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't!
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike 3.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot!
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options. Because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A momentum, strategic momentum, business momentum. First Midwest Bank.
You're right on par in your
M&M Golf Cars, your authorized club car dealer, invites you to check out the new Onward by Club Car. Onward's all-new accessories personalize nearly every detail to fit your lifestyle. Customize yours at mmgolfcars.com. 2020 models now in stock. 0% financing for 24 months through the end of the month. M&M Golf Cars, Bettendorf.
In your M&M Golf Car, M&M Golf Cars.
Fun Mart Cycle Center in Moline has added a new line of affordable motorcycles to its lineup. Honda, Yamaha, and SSR motorcycles. Kids motorcycles starting at just $600. Plus, enclosed, utility, and dump trailers from U.S. Cargo and Force Trailers. Looking to sell? We purchase used motorcycles and ATVs. Fun Mart services all makes and models of motorcycles and ATVs. Certified technicians and expanded service center. Same day turnaround on tires and oil changes. Fun Mart Cycle Center, a name you can trust since 1969.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB, Davenport.
This just in. Matt Erickson is still ugly.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, I'm just teasing. Jeez. Anyway, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN AM 1170. Me and Erickson, we got to get a bet going for this game coming up. He owed me from last year. He knows that, but
he said he'll see you wherever you want to watch the game.
All right, we'll have to watch it together.
Yeah. All right, so we are in the middle of Week 5, Guess the Lines. And right now it looks like I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 4. Is that right? 4, 4, and 1?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
we're
that.
all knotted up, Bird.
All right, so we've got 2 more afternoon games, 2 more noon games.
But I have a star.
You do have a star, yeah. 2 more noon games, and then 2 in the afternoon. Sunday night game and the Monday night game. All right, so moving on. We're at Jackson. We got Jacksonville Jaguars at Carolina Panthers. Gardner Minshew versus Kyle Allen, I think.
Yeah, we have 2 Allens in the league now. Kyle and Josh.
Jesus. It's too much.
Cal.
Never trust a man with 2 first names.
Oh, Cal. Boy, you sure smell nice and flowery.
I don't know where to go with this one, and I think I went too heavy. This is where I started thinking, all right, where are they going to get, where's Vegas? This is about the point when I started thinking thinking too much like Vegas is trying to get the public to bet on something. And Carolina beating Houston probably weighs more than Jacksonville beating Denver, but that doesn't make much sense. I don't know. I started thinking that they want the public to bet on Carolina. So I think it's going to be heavier than the 3 points, Carolina. I put it at -5. The Sharps will jump in on Jacksonville, but I don't know if that's correct. What do you have?
I have Carolina -4. I'm just stepping in the same poop you were. Right. I mean, I think Carolina's got a better defense than what Jacksonville's probably used to. I just feel Carolina, with what they did last week on the road to Houston, Houston's a better team than Jacksonville, and maybe, I don't know.
Well,
they're about the same.
What I just said was just off by a point. You said at -4, right? So I put it at 5, thinking it's going to be hammered down. It actually opened at 4. What you guess? It's currently -3 Carolina.
Okay.
Which that probably will be moved a little. I don't think they'll only try to. Again, I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it way too much, though. You gonna be all right over there?
No, man.
No.
Allergies, bud.
I know. So, like I said, I think I overthought that way too much, trying to think where the public's going to go. But it probably, anytime that gets over 3, the pros are going to jump on that and take the road dog. All right, Atlanta at Houston. I'm probably way off here. This is annoying already.
Why are you so mad all of a sudden?
Atlanta just makes me so mad.
Every time Atlanta comes into question, you just get pissed.
Yeah, I do, because I know I'm not going to get a star or anything like that for getting it right on there. Again, I'm not too happy with Bill O'Brien. I had Houston in some teases. I texted my buddy and said, get ready for the I hate Bill O'Brien text later on this afternoon. And so I just gave him, I said, fine, I'll give him 3. Houston at 3 against Atlanta. Give him the good old-fashioned home -3.
I gave him 6. I think they're better than Atlanta.
Well, you're making a slight run here, going to make it hard for me to come back. This opened up at -3.5. It's currently -5.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right. All right. Another thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the next game. Denver at Chargers, AFC West divisional game. I don't know why, but I will explain why every time I see the LA Chargers, why I hang this number. I have no idea when I think they're supposed to be favorites. It is the most consistent number I think of every time I see LA Chargers, and I don't know why.
What is it?
8.
8.
Every time I feel like when the Chargers are much better, I somehow give them -8.
I gave -7.
As soon as I wrote it, I'm like, why is it every time I write Chargers?
Well.
So, Denver, which is not doing very well with Joe Flacid as quarterback. Their coach is like 72 years old. He's a first-year coach.
That's ageism.
I think he's 62.
We got to be careful.
Well, there is a reason why for 30 years he's passed over as a head coach.
You're going to make me laugh. I'm going to start coughing
And
again.
all right, so what do you have at 7?
Yeah.
All right, let's find it here.
Poor guy. Just an old fella.
Yeah. Great defense. All right, you have it 7. I put this at 8. It opened up at 6.5, and it stayed at 6.5. At this point, I've got to win the next 3 even to tie the week. So, yep, 7. I actually wrote 7, then I moved it to 8. I have no idea. All right, Green Bay at Dallas. Green Bay at Dallas.
Well,
boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, what?
Well, right away, you're going to go, okay, 3, right? And then what does Green Bay take away from Dallas? What does Dallas take away from Green Bay? Who would be favorite here and there? First number comes down 3. The only thing that I thought coming after would be 0.5, but I stopped the pen. You can see the dot, though. I have it at a 3.
I got Dallas -7.
Dallas -7?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just... Are you just giving up this week just to be like, I just want to come out and say it. That way when they beat them by 8, I can say that I had them the whole time.
They should be favored by 7. They're a better team. Green Bay will not be able to stop Dallas.
3 days extra rest doesn't do anything for you? No?
3 days extra rest? No.
They played on Thursday night for
No.
Green Bay. All right, well, this opened up at -4, and it's currently -3.5, Dallas.
So you got it right.
Yeah, so I got it right because you went way too high for some reason. Other than that, you just want to say that...
Tony called me a homer. On the T-Ray text.
I think that's
fine.
I think they're dead on.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'll take Dallas -3 all day. 3.5.
Okay, Indianapolis at Kansas City.
Take Erickson's drinking money, too.
Indianapolis at Kansas City. Not divisional. Kansas City, though, this is a tough one because I probably didn't go high enough. I thought I just put the 0.5. I gave him 7.5 and hung it there, just knowing that the public will still go bet the 7.5, but the sharps will come in under. But I probably was too low.
I did Kansas City -10.
Okay. So I'm not too far.
Even though they looked, like I said, that Lions team's better than what we thought. Kansas City's still good. They're still real good. But the Colts, I'm still not sure what they are.
What did you say? You said -10?
Yeah.
It's -10.5. So you win this week for sure. So look for the sharps to hammer that back down. If that's at 10.5 now, I expect by kickoff that to be at 9.5 or 9. And the Monday night game. San Francisco has 15 days rest. Cleveland gets 8. I'm interested in the San Francisco team.
I am too. This is going to be
the preseason darlings of the Browns coming into town versus what could be now. If they were undefeated in this, people would be talking about them being undefeated. It's still being undefeated, but obviously their bye week, it's going to cool off a little bit. So they beat the darlings. People are going to be on the 49ers pretty hard.
Yeah. Listen, they went out there on the road against the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
They have some weapons. I think Tevin Coleman will be back for this game.
Okay.
Which will help. Decent receiving core. Obviously, Kittle tight end. I don't know. I'm still not sure. The Cleveland looked so impressive last week. I mean, that's the team that everybody was waiting to see. And all of a sudden they put it together for one game. I don't know. I still just gave San Fran the old -3 at home.
Yeah, and I did too.
So we'll push
and
on
I,
that.
Yeah, and I think that's where that makes sense. Oddly enough, on scoresandodds.com, this opened up at -5. It's been moved down to 3.5, but that's about where it should be. I highly doubt in the offseason, week 5, you could get that at -5.
I mean, after 3 weeks, the Niners are still undefeated, but we're still not quite sure who they are. You know, that's what it is. And even with Cleveland, you're like, don't overreact too much. Yeah, I popped them into my top 14 rankings, but it's not like I put them at 1 or 2.
No. But that's our Week 5 Guess the Lines, brought to you by William Hill, Bet Iowa, the Isla Capri, and Keller's American Grill down there. So, and want to thank everybody. And we'll list our pick 6. Thanks everyone for the comments on the Facebook on their Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, who got in the pick 6 for Week 4, giving away 2 tickets to Brett Michaels' Hometown Heroes Tour.
Who won?
I have to go through it this afternoon. Lita Ford is going to be there, a Night Ranger with Brett Michaels.
Lita Ford?
Oh, yes.
You like some Lita Ford.
I do. I don't care.
You know, she's got to be as old as that coach you're making fun of now.
I don't care. I tell you what, Kiss Me Deadly.
Would you kiss her deadly?
Yes.
Would you kiss her twice?
Yes. Yeah.
Come on, pretty Jaybird, kiss me deadly.
There's like 11-year-old Jay with the eyes just wide open when that song opens up. That
You gonna
went to a
take
party
her
last Saturday night.
Is that gonna be at your house?
And then she says, didn't get laid, got in a fight. I'm 11. I'm like, I don't know. You can say that on the radio, but this girl's dirty.
Stop it.
Okay, I'll stop it. All right. So we got we got scores to look at when we come back. I've got a question for you, T-Roy, when we come back, and we're going to have a guest at the right after 11:30. We're going to have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't hassle us. We're local. Hit me, T-Roy.
Hey, guys. Today is the last day to get there and vote, so make sure you go to localslevis.com. Vote for us for your favorite Quad City DJs.
Go vote.
Vote for Done Right Satellite. Vote for Front Street Brewery. Everybody that comes into the show. Vote for Coral. Vote for Coral and all the beautiful products that she brings by as well. So make sure you get there. Those are our friends from Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
One, two, three into the four. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
Cheer on Augustana women's volleyball at the Carver Center the final weekend of September as Co., Warburg, and St. Mary's are part of the Viking Classic. Then it's homecoming week. Men's and women's cross country host the Brisman Invitational on Friday at Sauchy Golf Course. First race at 4:30. Homecoming Saturday features the football Vikings battling Milliken at 1, followed by a soccer doubleheader against Carroll starting at 5. For complete game information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options. Because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A momentum, strategic momentum, business momentum. First Midwest Bank.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Today on the adventures of Super Louie, our hero and his trusty sidekick Thor find themselves battling the vile villain Father Time at Arrowhead Ranch.
You will never collect enough cars by October 11th to help at-risk youth in the area.
Superheroes, I need your help. Donate your card at Arrowhead Ranch today. It's tax deductible and they'll pick it up even if it doesn't run. Will our hero prevail? Tune in next time to see if Super Louie and Thor, yes, and Thor can defeat Father Time at Arrowhead Ranch.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show. Don't hassle us, we're local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
The Quad City sports leader is always in the palm of your hands. Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Jay, we have another red alert out there.
Oh, right on.
There's a lot of teepeeing going on in the city of Bettendorf, so if kids are out there throwing toilet paper around, be careful.
Yeah, well, the weird thing that you mention that it's a teepeeing of a car out at one of the businesses out at the Betplex.
Yep.
Because the guys down the hall, Dwyer Michaels, wrote a blog about, I don't know what police, I don't know what, but they were sharing it saying that police say it's okay to teepee, just let them know ahead of time and clean it up. So I guess get their permission.
Is that right?
And then clean it up afterwards.
Does that really happen?
That's what they shared this morning in a blog. I don't know. I never did that when I was a kid.
Must be some truth to it.
Apologize to anybody out there that I teepeed when I was little, but I like to sneak out and teepee houses. It was weird. Anyway, we just did our Week 5 Guess the Lines for the NFL. T-Roy won the week, so that puts us now at 2-1.
I'm on a 2-week winning streak.
That's right. We've been over scores. Tennessee beat Atlanta 24-10. New England beat Buffalo 16-10 yesterday. The Bears beat the Vikings 16-6. Oakland beat Indy at Indy 31-24. Seattle beat Arizona 27-10. Denver lost to Jacksonville on the last-second field goal 26-24. Despite not throwing a touchdown, Kansas City survived in Detroit, winning 34-30. Carolina, Riverboat Ron beat Boring Bill O'Brien 16-10. That sounds like a WWE headline right there. Riverboat Ron versus Boring Bill O'Brien. The Chargers 30-10. Winners down in Miami. New Orleans beat the Cowboys 12-10. Giants 24-3 winners. Danny Dimes, another victory for the Giants.
The old doorknob.
Yeah. Tampa Bay 55-40 of the Rams. Cleveland beat Baltimore 40-25. The Major League postseason is set. It'll start tomorrow.
What was the most impressive victory of the week?
The most impressive victory of the week. It really was. It was Cleveland over Baltimore.
I think so too.
That was the most impressive one. Baker, they pointed out this morning on Get Up, using OBJ and him being fine with it, they're double teaming him, leaving other people open. And don't know right now, OBJ just wants to win and be a part of this atmosphere. I mean, he gets to be with his college roommate Jarvis Landry. Seems to be good, like a Batman and Robin with Baker Mayfield. Don't know how long that will last, but right now it's working pretty good. When they win.
Now, did you see? You saw that? What's his face? Rex Ryan was trolling him a little bit.
Baker Mayfield, yeah.
Yeah.
Said he wasn't good, and as of last week, he didn't look good. He has the most scrambles outside of the pocket, unforced scrambles outside of the pocket.
Yeah,
as last week.
Now, did you see what Rex Ryan? Remember, he said he doesn't wear our colors.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you see what Rex Ryan wore on game day?
No, I did not.
A brown suit with an orange tie.
Good for Rex Ryan.
It's pretty funny.
Good for Rex Ryan. And then the weird thing about that is, OBJ's fine with that many targets, but then the week before you have offensive coordinator kind of giving shots, saying that, OBJ is not doubled up as much as you guys think. Meaning, Baker, you need to start looking for our guy, our main weapon. But they've got other weapons as well.
Jarvis Landry's no slouch.
Those scores and more brought to you by Harrington's Pub, Cumberland Square in Bettendorf. Big game on Saturday. Iowa travels to Michigan. That opened up at Iowa. Michigan at 7-point favorites. That's moved down to 6.5. That'll be a big game.
It's a fun watch this Saturday, everybody. I'll tell you what.
It's always fun, yeah, when you don't have to stress about it. Yeah.
You don't have to stress, but you just got to see, them getting some of the freshmen, some of the redshirt freshmen into the game, so you actually got to see what we have. You got to be pretty impressed with this Petrus kid. It's going to be backing up Stanley next year.
They'll be
Goodson.
coming in next year, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're stacked at running back. We're going to get a lot of these receivers back.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't sleep on this Iowa team next year either. We're going to be good a couple years straight.
Well, today is the last day of the month, T-Roy. September 30th.
Yeah.
It is also National Day.
National what day?
National Love People Day.
People loving people. It's powerful stuff.
Yep. The human condition is a limiting and varying thing.
See that, Erickson? Maybe you should love me a little more.
Yep. But we should always wholeheartedly love our neighbors, love our friends, love our family. Life is a roller coaster, T-Roy.
And so I want to ride it all night long. Oh.
Unconditional, wholehearted, unqualified, unreserved, unlimited, just some synonyms for unconditional. National Love People Day. The Lifeline Church out of Chicago, Illinois, founded this day in 2017. That's all I'm going to say about that from here on out.
Yeah.
That's only 2 years old. I got one that I'm going to come back to. We'll go to National Hot Mulled Cider Day.
What?
I don't know. Hot mulled cider. It's a traditional fall and winter drink made by heating cider to almost a boiling and then adding cinnamon. Orange peel, nutmeg, cloves. Synonym.
What is it?
Synonym.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
Synonym? What is it?
I say synonym and synonym almost the exact same as I'm speaking.
Synonym.
Yeah.
Synonym. Huh?
Bring cider to almost boiling. Add cinnamon. Orange peel, nutmeg, cloves, and other spices, and simmer in it.
Cinnamon spice.
Simmering,
really nice.
synonym. Okay, you're gonna start again. Okay, that's Hot Mulled Cider Day. National Mud Pack Day. Mud packs are mixtures of therapeutic clays when applied to the skin, increase circulation, ease muscle tension, release toxins, and boost immunity. They work well on oily and some combination skin types. National Mud Pack Day, but the most important day, National Chewing Gum Day.
I chew gum all the time.
Yeah, man. Various forms of chewing gum have existed since the Neolithic period. In 2007, a British archaeology student discovered a 5,000-year-old piece of chewing gum that was made from bark with tooth imprints on it. Many other cultures chewed gum made from the resin of the mastic tree from plants, grasses, and other resins. In 1848, John B. Curtis developed and sold the first commercial chewing gum, which was called the State of Maine Pure Spruce Gum. In 1850, a gum made from paraffin wax was developed and surpassed the spruce gum in popularity. December 28, 1869, William Semple filed an early patent on chewing gum, patent number 98304. Studies show chewing gum helps improve memory, reduce stress, and increase alertness. Chewing sugar-free gum improves overall oral hygiene while also helping to curb cravings and improving digestion.
Well, look at me.
Look at that. Top 5 chewing gums, T-Roy.
Let's see. You got to have Wrigley Spearmint up there.
Whoa.
I like the Chiclets, so I do the Eclipse. Chiclet.
What are you doing?
Juicy Fruit's going to be in there.
Come on.
Bubble Yum.
All right.
Probably Bazooka, just because it was always around, that hard stuff. And Big League Chew.
All right.
No?
What about Bubblicious?
Everyone's a big Bubblicious. That was Bubble Yum.
What about Fruit Stripe? No?
No.
Is it flavored too quick?
Yeah.
All right. What about Trident?
No.
Come on.
No.
You got some weird ones in there. Chiclets?
The Eclipse, the little Chiclets.
Yeah,
The
I'd rather
Eclipse.
have Trident.
I'd rather have Eclipse.
Juicy Fruit? Who eats Juicy Fruit anymore?
Dude, Double Mint.
It's
The Double
like
Mint twins. The Double Mint ones.
You already have that in your spearmint.
Yeah, well,
But
I meant
Juicy
Double
Fruit
Mint.
is like...
The Double Mint is what I meant.
It's like candy corn. It's like,
What about
that's
Big
still
Red?
around.
You don't have Big Red in there.
Oh, Big Red. Yeah, that was something else. I'm just saying when I was a kid, what was I going for? Definitely going for the Bubblicious or Bubble Yum. Big League Chew.
Big Red, Big League Chew, Double Mint.
I'm going to throw in the ones...
Juicy
in the
Fruit.
back.
Come on, man. Juicy Fruit, dude.
I'm going to throw a little bit of gum in the back of a Topps baseball card pack.
Ugh, that was the worst gum ever.
But you ate it.
Well, of course I did. Well, hey, we have somebody in studio.
All right, introduce him.
It's Kelly Jeffries from
know,
Dunright Center.
I
I know who it is.
I know who it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
But turn on his mic so everybody can hear.
I will. There you go.
Well, what's up, guys?
What's up, buddy? How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
Good. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good.
You still doing all that stuff out there with the race cars?
Yeah, we got our first pay-per-view event coming up this week, actually.
So now this is what kind of cars again?
Well, this is going to be all of them. It's dirt track. There's going to be modifieds and side-by-side, or two-man, and I think 4 cylinders, late models. A whole spiel, 3 different nights.
So
Thursday,
everybody
Friday,
out there,
Saturday.
if you don't know, Kelly's from Dunright Satellite. He's the owner. He's the guy that kind of helped us get this show off and running with the
cameras
Facebook
and
Live,
everything.
the cameras, the YouTube, all that stuff, and getting us on to the Dish.
The man behind the scenes.
The Dish on Demand, or is it with the Dish Communities channel?
Communities on Dish, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So
I have
Kelly has also taken this technology and moved it to dirt tracks. Well, he's a big fan of that. So that's what we're talking about. He's been putting basically when you're watching our show on Facebook Live, he's doing the same thing, but it's inside a car, right, Kelly?
Well, we've done in-car cameras. We do the whole race live. We have got in-car live footage before, which I didn't think we'd be able to do, but we end up getting it done. This week, like I said, it's our very first.
When you say we, you mean Sonny, right?
Well, Sonny. Well, Sonny Bibster, Kyle Jackson has helped a ton. And he's been doing the announcing and everything like that and done a great job. So, this week is our first pay-per-view event.
Where's that going to be at?
It's out in Tipton.
Okay.
And you'll see a bunch of stuff. We haven't really launched anything right yet. We've got the site being built, and we're going to launch it. We're trying to sell as many tickets as we can. We want the gate to be up as high as possible, obviously. But then we also want to give people the opportunity to join in if they can't make it to the track to be able to, do a pay-per-view.
So how much will the pay-per-view cost for
$20 a night, $25 for Saturday. Saturday is going to be like a combination of the winners from Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday night will be the big money night.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if they want to go, paying at the gate is how much?
I'm not sure. We'll launch all that.
Okay.
That'll all be coming out. It's Dark Side Promotions. If you want to look up Dark Side Promotions. And it's the Fall Bash is the name of the race. So I'm not sure of all the details. Like I said, we're trying to. Ryan's doing all that stuff with Dark Side, and I'm just trying to handle the video part. And it's my first one, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah,
a lot of bit nervous.
A lot of bit nervous. You mean?
Yeah.
Well, you've had us to tinker with, so we've been your guinea pigs. So at least you know everything that can break down. At least you hope, right?
Yeah, and we've ran into some things out at the tracks too. But we just did our first event. We had another client that had a keynote speaker come in, and she wanted to record that. So we did that this last weekend. So we're starting to pick up some gigs, I guess, that starting to help people out. Tomorrow I'm doing something a little crazy. I'm working with. I'm losing my chair here. Can you tell?
This damn chair.
So.
Should have just given him Serge's chair.
Yeah, that's all right. How's this?
Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
So, I do a lot of business, a lot of different businesses, obviously. So, I got a friend of mine. He's become quite a good friend of mine, but he's my barber, and he started doing the classes and stuff, and doing fades and stuff like that. And he goes, "I want to start doing videos." And I'm like, well, I know a guy that does videos. So tomorrow, if you want to tune in and have a little bit of fun, I'm going to be going live while he does my beard up. So his name is Juan. It's a new business over Bello.
I always wonder why his beard looks so much better.
Well, and it's not even that. I think it's the stuff that he's got a lot of different oils and stuff like that he sells me.
See?
But it's good stuff, and the guy is amazing. And it took, when I first started growing a beard, man, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to trim it. I didn't know what to put on it. I didn't know what to put in it.
I gotta do something. Mine's all gray and old.
Yeah, mine's getting a little bit gray too.
I got you covered on that.
Now, does Juan color it for you?
No, I haven't. Never have it. No, I
looks
haven't
good.
colored it. Yeah.
But you guys are over there worried about the gray or whatever.
I'm going to be 51 though here in November. So.
Well, you look younger than I do.
Yeah, you look good.
and I'm older than you are.
Yeah.
So you're doing that tomorrow. You've got this weekend. And then are you doing anything this afternoon?
What am I doing this afternoon?
I don't know. I thought we were kind of talked that maybe we were talking about something. That's okay.
I mean, I just wanted to kind of give an update because there's, it was a rough weekend and there's been a lot of things going on in the TV world.
Well, say that to me because people are asking on here, and I had a link. Dale said that he needs to switch from DirecTV to Dish, so I sent him. I replied back with your number, call you here, and also the link to DoneRightTV.com.
Yeah.
So what is going on in the TV world?
Well, it's contract time, So right now, Big Ten and Fox Sports 1 is off on Dish.
Okay.
They just went off this weekend, so it's kind of been a rough weekend. So
I've been seeing the hate commercials out there by Fox. They put a lot of them out there.
And it's just funny how Fox is blaming everything on Dish, where Dish is letting their customers hang and not paying this ridiculous bill. And it's like, well, can you just wait till the end of the season or something? But you see, they don't want to play that game. They just want to blame it on somebody else. And it happens. I mean, DirecTV they had Channel 4 was down for a few months, know, and people want to jump ship and people just want to change providers. But I'm not sure that's a safe move because, the contract might be up with DirecTV or with Mediacom in a month or 2 months. So just jump into another provider doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get your channel. You may get it now, But, it seems that Disney and Fox and these other, these big corporate companies, they want more money. And you guys both have...
we both have Dish.
Yeah, and you guys have DirecTV at the bars, which is great. But here's the thing.
But that's only because of the Sunday ticket.
Right. And Big Ten gets $45 a channel for that one channel in a bar or restaurant. $45 for one channel. And you all pay it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, right? Dish, DirecTV, Mediacom, it's $45 for that one channel. And that's not enough. And it's like, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're getting plenty.
That's what, so,
and I mean, and the thing too is like HBO and Cinemax, like they ended their relationship with Dish, and is that because they're owned by
AT&T?
AT&T.
But here's another thing.
Who owns Dish?
Yeah. Well, DirecTV.
Or DirecTV, I'm sorry. And that's kind of like with me, with a lot of these movie channels anyway, it's like they've all become pretty lame.
Yeah.
Like I just went in and said, you know what, I'd rather get other channels than waste Showtime. Like I'll just pick up Showtime.
And with the amount of people that are streaming, and believe me, I get it, but there's still a problem. Like the streaming people, how do they get Big Ten? Because now that Big Ten is off, I'm like, okay, how do I get my customers Big Ten? And there's not an app that you can buy.
But you still sell the streaming stuff. You sell the Sling, right?
Yeah. But that's owned by Dish.
Yeah, that's owned by Dish, so that's you too. So you can offer for anybody out there that wants to do whatever. You're the guy to go to.
Yeah,
because
I do DirecTV too. I sell a lot of DirecTV as well. And again, this isn't to bash Dish or to bash DirecTV or to bash anybody. This is just to say that I get it, and it happens. I mean, 3 months ago it was DirecTV with Channel 4.
Yeah.
And I was telling people to get an antenna because them channels, and that's another thing. See, it happens. And when Dish and DirecTV first started carrying local channels, the companies were paying us to air them. Now they want like $5 a channel, and all you got to do is put an antenna up, and you get it for free. So how do they justify that when it's a free channel? I get them trying to make money, but but these other programs, with the Fox and Big Ten and stuff, you can't just throw an antenna up. So that's not that easy of a fix.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll come up, luckily the Hawkeyes didn't play on Big Ten this weekend. Hopefully they're going to come up with an agreement. I really hope they do. I've had just as many people complaining about the Fox Sports 1 because there's a lot of drag racing and a lot of cool stuff on the weekend. Yeah. So that was a big hit.
Well, at the end of the day, what you're trying to say to us is it's not Dish or Direct.
No, or
issue.
Mediacom.
It's the people above them.
Yes.
It's the companies that they're trying to air their shows,
exactly,
making them pay more,
and
then in turn that'll make us pay more.
Exactly, and then everybody complains that they're paying too much. It's too expensive. Well, this is how it gets there.
Yeah,
this is how it gets there. And I sell DirecTV, so I mean, I'm not trying to tell people, hey, if you want the Big Ten to get DirecTV, because that's not. I don't know when DirecTV's contract is up.
Yeah.
No, I don't know when DirecTV's contract is up with Big Ten, and I'd hate to have people go into another contract. And then end up with the same issue. That's not going to help anybody. And I mean, it was a rough weekend because believe me, I had some choice words said to me over the phone, and I'm like, I mean, I didn't do it, right? I didn't turn the channel off. Really, I swear I didn't. Yeah. I did not do it. And I can't even call them. And I had one person ask me if I could call. Could you call them and tell them that I only got Dish for the Big Ten Network? And I'm like, sure, I'll do that for you, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. But
so how does when new channels start, do they go into negotiation or do they kind of just go out there and then they wait their contract? Like next year we're going to be looking at a new station for the Cubs called the Marquee Sports Network.
Yep.
How does that work?
That's a great question. They're going to come out with a price and they're going to sell it, or it's going to be an app. It may not be, you may just be able to get it kind of like, let's see, what am I like? I don't know. I want to say Netflix, but not like Netflix. I'm not a streamer.
A subscription type of
like
thing.
ESPN Plus, like ESPN Plus. Okay, so you have to have ESPN Plus to get the UFC fights now. Which is that couldn't have helped them because I know a lot of older people, and I'm one of them that don't stream that much. And I tried to buy the ESPN Plus app, and then and then and the way they did it was crazy because they give it to you for 3 or 4 months for free. And then they would say, well, now you have to get it here, but it's $60 a month. Plus you have to pay the $5 subscription. So now instead of the $59.99 we were all paying, Now it's $65 because you're paying $5 for the ESPN Plus. And plus now you have to figure out, you either have to have a smart TV, which, believe me, there's still several people out there that don't have a smart TV, or that have a smart TV and they don't really know how to navigate, or to find an app, Right. So it had to have hurt them. I mean, I would think, because it narrowed their market, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the Cubs thing is going to work out.
If you're like me, I mean, internet is just as unreliable as anything.
Yeah, and that's going to get worse because as the more people, you go to a concert or something, right? How's the internet? It's horrible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's too many people trying to use it. It's going to be the same thing when everybody's streaming. That's why the 5G is coming out, but now nobody likes the 5G either. It's like, well, it's 1,000 times the capacity of 4G. That's the only way it's going to work. If everybody's going to be online, otherwise you're going to be in your living room and it's going to be like you're at a football game because everybody's going to be eating up that data. So, it's kind of a catch-22, and with more people streaming, and I mean, I don't stream that much, but I still use probably 300 to 400 gig of data at my house, and I have cameras, but that's it. And I don't stream. I never stream, so I don't understand how I'm using so much data now, except for the cameras. But that's going up. The internet's going to keep going up, and the data you're going to be getting charged. You're going to have like a 50 gig plan, a 100 gig plan, or they're not going to do unlimited. The unlimited is 23 gig. It's not unlimited,
right?
So I mean,
it's all a game. Really.
It's a game, and there's such a shift right now. I mean, for the Cubs leaving WGN, right? I mean, that's a huge deal, right? And I mean, it's not like they were on the Superstation like they were, for years, but still, that's kind of a big deal. And the Yankees have had their own network for forever.
Yeah,
right?
They were going on 20 years almost with that, right, Jay?
Yeah. I'm just looking up as we're talking about the Marquee Network. It just like you said, Kelly, it'll be added on kind of like a ESPN. So it's probably going to be part of your sports package no matter what. Mm-hmm. You'll see a price increase in there. As of right now, there isn't a live streaming type of thing that you can subscribe to. Right. Still early because it's not 2020. So, right now when you're moving parts, right, like if people are saying, I'm going to do this, cut cords, you don't have the answer, Cub fans out there, of what's going on. No. So you don't know in 5 months, heck, maybe even faster than that, spring training, what they're going to do with this Marquee Sports Network. You could be making the phone call again, being like, hey, sorry about that. So it's one of those things you don't jump to conclusions and just start screaming and yelling at people and then turn around and say like, hey, can you make my life easier for me now that
Kelly, I want you to call the president.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Donald Trump. I want you to ask him what's going on with him. I want my MTV.
Right.
Tell him I want my MTV.
Yeah, will you tell the MTV they can play music videos anytime?
Yeah,
do you have that power too?
I wish I did. Believe me, I wish I did. Yeah. It's just everything is changing, and it's going to continue to change. So I wish I could tell you where it's going to end up. I mean, a lot of people are going to stream. We saw a lot of antennas. A lot of people are getting, take as many free channels as you can get because, it's the only way to guarantee you're going to get your channels. You pay for them through Dish or DirecTV or get an antenna, Because I don't think it's going to slow down because as people change and people do different things, then everybody's making less money, right? So they're trying to make the money somewhere else. So what are they going to do? They're going to take their existing database and try to make get $1 or $2 more out of them as much as they can, right? And then until the shift is to the internet, then they're going to start doing the same thing to the internet people. So it's it's
what the beer guys do to us.
Yeah,
when they keep losing their drinkers to these craft beers, they just raise the price.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue to try to find different ways to to stream the Big Ten network, the games and stuff like that. I don't know when the Hawkeyes play on the Big Ten. I know it's going to be coming, and I know that's not going to be a fun weekend for me. I'll probably, hopefully, I'll be in Mexico or something, and not have my phone with me.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have a question on Harrington's Facebook comment thread about Direct Sunday Ticket. How long DirecTV is going to have it, or if Dish. But I want you to answer that when we come back after this quick break.
Perfect.
Hey, if you want the latest in TV and security technology, but you're not sure where to start, call Done Right TV and Security Solutions, your Dish Premier local retailer, and get started today. They take the guesswork out of choosing the latest in smart home technology with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years, and that Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. When you sign up today, you're going to receive a Nest doorbell system free, courtesy of our friends at Dunright. Call 866-84-RIGHT today and let Dunright provide local professional installation with personal service that's trusted by thousands of businesses and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions apply and requires an internet-connected Hopper. That's Dunright TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show, Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food. Every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window, we'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
Today on the adventures of Super Louie, our hero and his trusty sidekick Thor find themselves battling the vile villain Father Time at Arrowhead Ranch.
You will never collect enough cars by October 11th to help at-risk youth in the area.
Superheroes, I need your help. Donate your card at Arrowhead Ranch today. It's tax deductible and they'll pick it up even if it doesn't run.
Will our hero prevail? Tune in next time to see if Super Louie
and Thor,
yes, and Thor, can defeat Father Time at Arrowhead Ranch.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A momentum, strategic momentum, business momentum. First Midwest Bank.
Cheer on Augustana Women's Volleyball at the Carver Center the final weekend of September as Co, Warburg, and St. Mary's are part of the Viking Classic. Then it's homecoming week. Men's and women's cross country host the Brisman Invitational on Friday at Saukey Golf Course. First race at 4:30. Homecoming Saturday features the football Vikings battling Milliken at 1, followed by a soccer doubleheader against Carroll starting at 5. For complete game information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
Golick and Wingo in the morning. Dan Lebitard when you get to work. Don't hassle us, we're local for lunch. Spend your day with a Quad City sports leader. ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish, and this is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on AM 1170. We're in studio with Kelly Jeffries from Dunright TV and Security, and we got some questions out there.
Breaking news about 30 minutes ago, the Los Angeles Angels have parted ways with Brad Ausmus, manager, so be ready to hear Joe Madden's name in the mix there as well. I'm pretty sure not too far behind will be the Chicago White Sox and Rick Renteria so that they can just mess with Rick Renteria a little bit more, the city of Chicago and Major League Baseball, as Joe Madden gets flirted around with his names there. So just throwing that out there. I want to remind everybody today is the last day to vote at localslovers.com. Go vote for Dunright TV and Security. Go vote for us, for your favorite DJs. Vote all over the place. Get your name in there so that way you can win gift certificates from Locals Love Us. Go to localslovers.com. Click on your area, Quad Cities. It takes just a minute or two to enroll if you haven't already. Just go out there and vote for everything as we have till the end of the day. And go go make a donation to Carson King's Venmo. It's open till midnight tonight. Like we said, we have Kelly Jeffries in from Dunright TV. We were talking beforehand about the DirecTV, the Sunday Ticket, Dish. What is it with DirecTV? How long do they have this agreement for with NFL?
Oh boy, that's a great question. I don't know when it ends, but I think it's coming up. Here's the issue that and I don't know what's going to happen with DirecTV. I can tell you what's happened already is that the DirecTV Now and DirecTV Go is now AT&T Now and AT&T Go. So I don't want to sound like I'm trying to, kind of knock DirecTV, but I don't know how long they're going to carry two brands. AT&T and DirecTV are two huge brands. They're already trying to change a few of the other things, like I said, with the DirecTV Now and DirecTV Go.
So you think they're just going to meld the name or change the name?
Well, I mean, DirecTV is for sale.
Okay.
Their AT&T is trying to sell DirecTV, but I don't know if that even includes DirecTV Now and DirecTV Go, which is their streaming, because now it's AT&T Now and AT&T Go. So I don't know if what's for sale is just the DirecTV TV part of it. So I don't know honestly what's going to happen with that. I wish I knew. I know that whenever their contract is up, I know that there's talks of the NFL or whoever being able to buy the Rams, like not having to buy the whole season, the whole NFL season. If you're a Ram fan, you can just buy the Ram package. Again, I don't know. That's just hearsay. So you can buy a few of the games if you don't, you don't have to buy the whole thing. But I would bet, if you want my personal opinion, there's going to be an app. You're going to be able to get whatever. I think it's already available on AT&T Go, I think, but not all of the teams are on it. So, but that raises opens another whole can of worms.
So then if you're streaming and everybody else is streaming, what if all these games start to buffer?
Well, great. That's what's going to happen because of the internet, right?
You think people freak out now?
And now there's no written laws on this, but I hear that it's illegal to stream in a bar. So if that's the case, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen if people, if you can get it on an app and stream it. I don't know. But there's no written laws on it, but it's not something that, just one of them things that people say you can't do it. But I've looked for different things saying that you can't, and I couldn't find anything.
I never heard anything like that.
It looks as though the contract with DirecTV and Sunday Ticket, the NFL, goes through 2022. But like you said, if AT&T sells it, because it was part of the acquisition,
that was the main thing that they wanted.
2015 AT&T.
It had to have the NFL ticket included in that package price with DirecTV.
Yes, in the 2015 acquisition, they pay $1.5 billion a year, but it is open for bid as long as you carry the Dish network. So that has things like Mediacom, Dish, whoever is carrying the NFL channel, that leaves them open to be able to bid on it when that contract comes up. Now, if AT&T sells it, it's a different story. The contract might be null and void. But that's all right. So, Kelly, tell us again what you're doing this weekend. The pay-per-view thing.
Pay-per-view this weekend, Tipton, Iowa. Get out to the track. It's going to be the last big races of the year, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If you can't make it to the track, I'll give you the link. There's nothing there yet. It's doneright.tv. It's simple. My other link is Doneright TV. This is doneright.tv.
Okay. And
that's going to be the pay-per-view event. And if you want to see me get my beard trimmed tomorrow,
be on there. So how do you set that up with your studio, your Sling Studio? How do you?
Well, we're going to take the studio out there. I have it with me, and then we're going to set up a couple GoPros with camera links on the track, and then we will have one camera that we will move, and then we'll just switch it from from our spot.
So you just have the GoPro sitting in different areas on the track, and then you just go and you run, obviously,
so
like T-Roy does.
You got an angle of it coming at you, and then you just wait till they go by, and you hit the other camera, and then
we're not going to do any in-car or anything because this is going to move pretty fast. There's a lot of stuff going on, and the promoter, Ryan, is going to keep everything moving.
I take it you got a camera right on the finish line in case.
I'm going to move them around. We've got three different nights, so I'm going to try to get a few different angles. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have a blast, hopefully.
That sounds like a lot of fun. That's like when we did that wrestling thing.
It is so much fun, man. And dirt track is so much different than NASCAR or anything else. It's so, and I've met so many cool people, and it's just a great group of people, and it's a blast. I have a fun, good time.
So that's going to be this weekend.
Yeah.
Out in Tipton. That website again is doneright.tv.
Yep.
So that's. I love it. I wish you would. I know the one time you guys were trying to get the GoPro on the car, and Do you guys do that? Do you guys do that anymore, or inside the car?
We got it a couple times. We got it live a couple times. We did pull it off. It was pixelating a little bit on the backstretch, but it came through. But there's supposed to be 300-foot range on this, and it had to be over 500 feet.
Okay.
So I was pretty impressed. And there's not we can do it. It's just that the equipment to do it costs like $6,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it with $300 worth of, $600 worth of stuff.
Right.
So,
and you're doing a great job too.
Well, thank you. I'm having a blast. That's part of it.
That's the thing that makes it fun. As long as you're having fun with it, that's the most important. So that's going to be this weekend. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Giving us information about everything. It's a weird week. I'll end it with this. I mean, the Monday Night Football game tonight, Cincinnati Bengals versus Steelers. You guys aren't going to care about this, but I have to mention it. This is a new change in professional wrestling coming right now. SmackDown just went to Fox. You have, the Raw still on USA, but they're starting a new promotion on TNT, AEW, and there's, the idea that maybe we'll be back to 20 years ago, the Monday Night Wars. Now it'll be on Wednesday night, but the idea, I don't know how to look at this. I don't know if there'll be too much wrestling. My kids aren't into it, so I don't watch as much wrestling as I tried to make them watch when they were younger. So and they never caught on. So really, we just watch the pay-per-views. But it is a weird week for some people out there who are paying attention to that. Monday Night Football game tonight. Bengals, Pittsburgh. Sharps are on the Bengals. Want to thank everybody for out there. Remind everybody to go out and vote on localsloveus.com. Vote for Done Right TV. Vote for us for best DJs. This is the last day to do that. Well, thanks for T-Roy. Thanks for Kelly.
I'll be out tomorrow, everybody. Golfing with my friends from Locals Love Us.
Oh, you guys got that tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
So you were going to go back to back until weather came in?
Yeah.
All right. And then Wednesday, you're out too?
I don't think so.
I'll say. I thought it was 2 days in a row. Just two.
It would have been today,
Monday, and
today
Tuesday.
and tomorrow.
I don't know why I had Wednesday in my head. All right. And finally, with the weather coming up and the winter as well, you got to start taking a look at your roof, look at your siding, look at your gutters. Get free estimates. Call Ron at 563-650-2837 from Dave's Roofing and Siding. The Farmer's Almanac says that it's going to be a very tough winter. You got to take a look at that roof, and you want to help pay those bills, get some good siding, good insulation in there. You got to call Dave's Roofing and Siding for a free estimate. Call Ron Foster, 563-650-2837. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a hassle-free Monday. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities.